pair of peasants. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Kay? There's something even thieves should never steal. Do you know what that is? You really shouldn't steal anything. However, I'll bite. What shouldn't a thief steal? A life. It's too heavy of a burden on your soul to get away with. Ever. It's something we can agree on. Well said, Kay. No matter what, we may try. Murder is the one crime that can never truly be hidden. And I intend to prove that by my own hands. When I apprehended the murderer myself. Alright, and I'm going to work extra hard to be a good assistant. Let's go! I said number 6 you can be my assistant. I'm just going to drop the issue. The first thing we should do is locate the real scene of the murder. Mr. Edgeworth! Detective Gumshoe! Mr. Edgeworth, the stadium! Hurry, sir! This is supposed to be hush-hush, but they found a witness at the stadium. A witness? You! What did we tell you about leaving your assigned post? The jig is up. Mr. Edgeworth, remember that I'm always rooting for you, so go get him, sir! Those detectives so look like they're enjoying themselves. It's not all fun and games, kid. Now let's head to the stadium and meet the witness. There was a witness here. Yeah, I don't see anyone. Mr. Edgeworth? Long time no see. You're Miss Emma Sky, correct? This girl is the younger sister of my former superior, Lana Sky. 2 years ago, we stood in the same courtroom together as witness and prosecutor. I was taking on to Europe to study forensics. I can't believe you remember me, Mr. Edgeworth. Of course I do. How have you been? You look to be in good spirits. Are you still studying abroad? You bet! More than anything, I want to investigate crime scenes scientifically. I've been studying non-stop every day to become a top-notch forensic scientist. It's spring break now, so I thought I'd come back for a bit. I see. I almost don't recognize you. You've really grown in these past few years. Please don't tease me, Mr. Edgeworth. I know I still have a long way to go. But I'm going to be a super forensic scientist someday. You'll see. You seem to know Mr. Edgeworth really well. Are you two acquaintances? Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Emma Sky. Nice to meet you. I'm studying abroad now to be a forensic scientist. How about you? Wow, that's a great dream. My name's Kay Faraday. And I'm trying to become an unstoppable great thief. A great thief? Don't think too hard, Emma. It's not worth the trouble. In any case, we have much to catch up on. You bet we do. So, why are you here, Emma? Well, I just happened to decide to come back home for spring break. And then I heard that you'd come back too, so I raced on over here. I really wanted to welcome you back at the airport, but I had just missed you. How exactly did you know I was here? Through the power of science, naturally. Never underestimate what science can do for you. I use these to track your footprints. I followed them straight to you. This set is the greatest. It's so wonderfully scientific. You spray the chemical on the ground, and when you scientists press light on it, see, the footprints light up like an electrified noble gas in a gas tube. It's almost like magic, scientifically speaking. Science has never seemed more ominous to me than at this very moment. I'd like to ask you about what you witnessed. Huh? What are you talking about? You're not the witness Detective Gumshoe told us about? Well, I did get a call from Detective Gumshoe earlier. He was practically yelling at me. Mr. Edgeworth needs your scientific hickeys right now, pal, he said. What's that man thinking? I'd rather not thinking. So let me guess. There's been a murder, right? Yes, unfortunately. There's a sudden glint in her eyes. I need to keep my mind focused on the witness. Now, where did that person go? I assume this is another Badger-mobile. Yeah, but it's a different color than the blue Badger's car. Yes, this is the wetness-bearing pink model. What's that off in the distance? Oh, hey! It's the pink Badger! Badger, get! Badger. Just what does he see in these silly things? I think this Badger has something to say to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Are you by chance the witness I've been searching for? Sorry, but I don't speak Badger dance! I can't take being inside that stuffy head anymore! No! Why here? Why now? I first met this woman 3 years ago. She was a witness in one of my cases. She has since gone out of her way to pop up unexpectedly and cause me great grief. Auntie Pooh! Why couldn't you understand what I was trying to tell you? I mean, really? I was trying so hard to keep the kids' dream alive by staying in character. But you can't pick up on what I was trying to convey to you. I'm sick and tired of that roundabout way of talking, so I'm going to just be direct. I had a bad feeling before, but this just made it official. Today has gone beyond the typical not my day into the realm of waking nightmare. So you're a friend of Mr. Edgeworth too, Miss Pink Badger? You could say that, but right now I'm just a Pink Badger, dearie. Odd, but I know better than to trust my eyes around this woman. My name is Wendy Oldbag. You can call me Wendy, or Granny, whatever suits your fancy. Nice to meet you, Miss Oldbag. I'm Kate Faraday. What do I care about a young whippersnapper like you? Jeez, I was just trying to be polite. Weren't you a security guard at one of the Gatewater hotels the last time we met? I go where I'm needed. I'm very good at what I do, unlike the youth of today. I got caught in all the time to fill in when there weren't enough hands. Enough about me, Auntie Pooh. I'm thoroughly dejected right now. I finally get the chance to see you again, and here you are talking with two young girls. Men are all the same. It doesn't matter how old. I'm not reading all that. I'm not. You seem to attract all sorts of interesting people, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, please, I'm begging you. By all means, do not provoke her any further. Aren't you forgetting about something, Mr. Edgeworth? This person could be the witness! Honestly, I hope she isn't. But I don't think fate is going to be so kind today. I saw what happened! I even saw the exact moment it happened. How's that? So it's true! She is the witness! I don't suppose I can afford to ignore the old bag. Yes, it was just a little while ago. I saw it happen right in front of me. The moment of the murder! You mean to say that you witnessed someone being killed right before your eyes? Sounds like a pretty important piece of testimony to me. I came to the stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other in that area. Suddenly there was a loud gunshot and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you. Looks like we hit the jackpot, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I can't afford to ignore what she has to say. Unfortunately. What's that unfortunately you tacked on at the end supposed to mean, Eddie Boo? Well, anyway, let's see what we can find out from this little old lady. I came to the stand to take a short break.
Hold it!
You took a break from being the Pink Badger? You may not think it, but it's hard work keeping kids' dreams alive. I smell of sweat, you hip creaks from pain. You even begin to dream about walk. That's kind of sorry that would scar a child for life, you know. Well, that's why I chose to come take my break here, whippersnapper. I don't plan on playing the part of the dead badger in front of a bunch of kids. So what did you see while you, the Pink Badger, were resting? Oh, here's that. Well, as I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other in that area.
Hold it!
You saw two men. Can you describe them for me? Look like your average shows. Completely uninteresting and not worth flying over. I'm telling you, they were so burned, I don't even remember much beyond that. But did they have any special features? Anything you can recall would be very helpful. Oh my, don't tell me you're jealous of those two men. Hey, she's right. You seem pretty worked up over them, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not worked up over anyone. And I'm not jealous. It's alright, as you could. Those two are just foes compared to a stallion like you. I thought so little of them that I lost interest in the instant I laid my eyes on them. Suddenly there was a loud gunshot and the person who was shot fell to the ground.
Hold it!
You're claiming to have seen the exact moment in which the murder took place. Absolutely. That gun made a terrible racket when it was fired. You didn't try to go help the person that got shot? I'm only one person, you smart aleck brat! What could I have done? But I took off as soon as I could to find someone who could help! Two men, one bullet. It's all consistent with what we found out from the body. Sorry, there wasn't exactly a lot of new information to go on in your testimony. Well, if I saw the guy again, I'm sorry I can identify him for you. I mean, how do you expect me to remember anything without something to jog my memory? Self-centered, aren't we? Something useful. Her testimony also persists us with a new problem. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes. So, about this new problem, what is that giant grin on your face for? You want me to show you something really nice? No, thank you. Don't be so mean. I sure it's something you're going to like. What is that gadget you're holding? What you see before you is a secret weapon of a great thief. I should have known it would be worthless. Don't be like that. What do you think now? What is it doing? It's projecting something into the air. I'm going to input the necessary information to run the simulation now. Once I'm done, it will increase the size of the projection to its maximum size. Dark skies of evening when no other bird dares take wing. One alone remains all-seeing. Now witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood! What is this? This is a recreation of the model based on the info I inputted into Little Thief. Little Thief? I dare say I think you're taking the Robin Hood thing a bit too far. Little Thief is actually meant to be a simulator for me to plan my thefts. But I suppose if I used it like this... Let's see. This Oldbag said that the two men were facing each other. And then a gunshot rang out and the victim fell to the ground. So with this, we can expect the crime scene as it was in the past. See? So what do you think? I have to say, I'm impressed by the technology thieves have access to these days. It is the super secret weapon of the mighty Yatagasareru. Indeed. Oh, if there isn't enough information, if something's out of place, the recreation can come out a little strange. In other words, I can use this to authenticate the validity of a witness's testimony. You got it! You really catch on quick, Mr. Edgeworth. The simulation is a recreation of the witness's testimony. So for now, I should re-examine everything. If I find anything illogical or strange, I can then ask for clarification. Feel free to examine anything in the simulation in the way you always do. You can even present evidence when you find a contradiction. And if you find something, I've got Little Thief with me. So you just let me know, okay? According to the testimony, the victim fell to the ground here. That's right, but if that's the case, then we've already found our first contradiction. Huh? What? Where? If this is the real scene of the crime, there's something missing that should be here. Some evidence shows the missing item. Take that! This is the contradiction. Eh? Is something wrong with my recreation? If this is the real scene of the crime, something specific should be here. If you think back, how did we deduce that the other crime scene was not the real one? Oh, I get what's missing now. There's no blood on the ground here either, right? Right. The fact that there's no blood here cast doubt on the witness's testimony. Ezzy Pooh, how can you doubt me like that? Are you calling me a liar? I know what I saw, and I saw the victim getting shot down! You know, I don't think she's lying, Mr. Edgeworth. To be honest, I can't think of a reason why she would lie to me. In that case, maybe there is another explanation for the distinct lack of blood. Possible that the victim was wearing a costume. So you really think that Mr. Deacon was one of the kidnappers? I think we can reasonably assume there's a very good chance that he was. And that if he was shot while he was inside one of those stolen costumes, then Mr. Deacon's blood would be inside the costume instead of on the ground! Precisely. Now if only we could prove that the victim was wearing a costume. You'd think it'd be pretty easy if we could find some footprints. But the problem is finding them since there doesn't seem to be any around. Footprints, huh? I wonder how we can go about finding some of those. This is amazing! This is the power of science! Emma, about that method you were talking about for finding footprints. I Ah, finally, my expert knowledge of forensics is needed. Well, can you detect and trace even partial footprints? Leave it to me. My cunning-edge deduction kit can find anything. Very well. You could please analyze the footprints in this area. Okay, stand back now and witness the power of science at work. Hey, I found something! Look right here! I don't see anything. Oh, that's right. Here, put these special glasses on, Mr. Edgeworth. These footprints here were definitely left by a badger costume. Judging by the way the prints are layered, these seem to be the newest. You can conclude that the victim was definitely wearing a costume at the time. Okay, in that case, I'll update those few simulation parameters. I can't wait to see what we find out from this new info. The victim was wearing a costume when he died. And if that, we should be one step closer to the truth, right? Closer, but now something else has caught my attention. What do you want? The testimony, naturally. I'd like to hear it one more time, if you please. I came to this stage to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other in that area. Suddenly there was a loud gunshot and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you. So, does this mean that Miss Oldbag's testimony has a contradiction in it? Yes, and I believe our best course of action is to compare it with your recreation. See, I just knew Little Thief would be of help. Now let's see if we can pull more info from Miss Oldbag to put into the recreation. For that, we must first find a contradiction in her testimony. I came to the stand to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other in that area.
Objection!
Two men. How did you know the gender of the two people involved? Seeing as how the victim was wearing a costume at the time. Furthermore, I have another matter I'd like to inquire about. I'd very much like to know why you failed to mention the costume in your testimony. Ah! I'm beginning to doubt if you really witnessed the murder at all. But I'm telling you, I really did see it! I saw with my own very own eyes! From a seed in the second tier. Second tier? Hey, didn't you say you saw it right in front of you earlier? That was, you know, I was using the phrase in the metaphorical sense. See how Witness still has a screw loose in the metaphorical sense? Of course these seats in the second tier were always reserved for hot shot VIPs. Which is exactly why I go there now and again to take a nap. I can't see how you could have gotten a good look from there. It's so high up. You're able to see even the victim's costumes from way up there? Well, I know, I saw two people. But I couldn't really see what they looked like because they were in the stage of shadows. What I said isn't what it used to be, you know? Like when I was young. Let's return to our investigation, shall we, Kay? You got it! guess this means they're done for the day. Maybe it's because a different source scheduled to start at 1 tomorrow. That woman's testimony is to be believed. The murderer occurred before the stage was broken down. You want me to input that bit of info into Little Thief? Yes, if you please. Okay! There's clearly a contradiction here. Please stop stealing my lines. Oh, come on. It wasn't that hard to see it coming, even for a layman like me. I suppose. In any case, it's not possible for the killer to have stood here in that way. Because there was a very real stage set up in this spot at the time. Yeesh. I told you I get it. Do you feel the need to explain everything? Yes. Well, in any case, we still need to resolve this unusual situation. Isn't it obvious? The killer was on top of the stage, naturally. Right, Miss Oldbag? Yes, I remember now. The killer was standing on top of the stage. See? Now let me update the info in the simulation. Well. What do we have here? A bunch of hooligans running amok, I see. Agent Lang, how nice of you to join us. Well, I can't have you going around messing up my crime scenes. Agent Lang, you discovered that the real scene of the murder is here at the stadium. I see. Thanks. For what? I'm just trying to show you my appreciation for all the time you saved me. Who knew that such a strange little toy could recreate a crime scene like that? Little Thief is not a toy! You too! Shut! And there you have it. You see, big boys like me don't need silly toys, little girl. Now this is a recreation. So what? You still intend to assert that Officer Meekins is the killer? Of course. Even knowing that the crime took place here doesn't let him off the hook. This is the real scene of the crime. Officer Meekins lay in wait for the victim on top of the stage. And when the victim finally showed up, he shot him from on high. That's the truth your little recreation showed. How far we go to accuse Officer Meekins of the crime? He's the most likely suspect we've got, especially given the situation of his gun. Even if he's the killer, at least my recreation was on the mark. You see? Thanks for your understanding, my little crow guy. I'm not some common crow. I'm the Yatagashru, the Reverend of Legion. Unfortunately, your conclusion is yet to be tested, so let's see how well it holds up. This is the real scene of the crime. Officer Meekins lay in wait for the victim on top of the stage. And when the victim finally showed, he shot him from on high.
Objection!
I'm terribly sorry, Agent Lang. I should have warned you that our recreation is incomplete. You cut in quite unexpectedly, after all. What's that supposed to mean? You said that the victim was shot by the killer from up above, correct? I hate to break it to you, but that's not possible. Huh? Why not? Recall Mr. Deacon's body, specifically where the gunshot wounds were located. Actually, I didn't get that good of a look. Oh, well then. The bullet entered Mr. Deacon in the abdominal region and exited his right shoulder. This is more consistent with an angled shot from beneath the victim. Gah! Then, yes, our recreation had the victim being shot at an angle from above. A clear contradiction! You're discounting your own conclusions. No, this one point is the only flaw. This was the mistaken parameter in our recreation. Yes, the locations of the killer and the victim were wrong. Ah, I get it. I see what you're trying to say. I believe the killer and the victim were standing opposite to where we initially thought. It was the victim who was on top of the stage as he was being shot by the killer. If this is what happened, it would also explain the positioning of the gunshot wounds. Then, what about the footprints? Since footprints don't lie, we can assume then that the killer also wore a costume. Okay, I'll try using that data instead. Judging by the fact that both the killer and the victim were wearing costumes, I'd say it was a killing between the two kidnappers. That would be the most natural conclusion. Would you agree, Agent Lang? Well done, Mr. Prosecutor. But that alone doesn't clear Officer Meekins of the crime. I ask that you take another good look at the tire marks over there. The 3 marks are indicative of the blue badge automobile. That story Officer Meekins told about that shop on wheels getting stolen was just a lie. He drove the blue badge automobile here and committed the murder. Then he used the car to move the body to the garage in the Wild Wild West area. You believe he moved the body with the car? That's right, it was Officer Meekins himself who pointed us to the way he did it. 3 tire tread marks are very telling. However, is the blue badge automobile the only thing capable of creating such a pattern? I ask that you take another good look at the tire marks over there. The 3 marks are indicative of the blue badge automobile.
Objection!
Sorry, Agent Lang, but that's an impossible tale. And why is that? Those tire marks should have been left by Officer Meekins' blue badge automobile. One look at the car would have told you so. Prove that the blue badge automobile had never been to the stadium. Take that! Take a good look at the tires. There's not a single dollop of mud to be found on it. Gah! This car had come to the backstage area and left those tire tracks. Then the lack of mud on these tires stands out as very particular indeed. And how do you explain the tire tracks, genius? Hey, I got it. What about Miss Oldbag's pink badge automobile? Don't be ridiculous! I was sleeping the entire time in the second tier seats! Indeed. I believe we can rule out as someone related to the crime. However, there is yet one more ring store, as I recall. Oh, you mean the Proto-Badger? That's right. There was one more parking space inside that garage. It proves the existence of a Proto-Badger-mobile. Agent Lang, I suggest you find this Proto-Badger-mobile post-haste. There must still be some sort of incriminating evidence in it. Hey, did you hear something? Help me. Are you alright? Well, this is something. Looks like we found our kidnapping victim. Where were you all this time? West Kidnappers? It was in the room next to the one I was held in. Ran away using underground and got lost. The kidnappers. What is it? I can't understand what you're trying to say. The kidnappers escaped wearing costumes. You see the faces of your kidnappers? No, I didn't see their faces, but two. One was woman. A woman? What an important piece of testimony. Hey, what are you guys doing? Stop standing there and get your cops on this already. I will let you guys have what the kid said just now. Consider it a gift. Now, are you going to get out of my crime scene, or am I going to have to get rough? Again? You're nothing but a big bully! Come on, Mr. Edgeoff, let's go! Oh, no, not you. You're a very important witness for my case. I'm about to let you get away that easily. Don't count me on me to testify because I won't. Not for you. That's right. I won't either. You hear me, you young whippersnapper? Hey, calm down. There's no need for all this hostility. I just want to take a statement from each of you. I'm not going to rough either of you up. I give you my word. Come now, fair maidens. What do you say? Will you cooperate? Fair maidens? My little rascal, you should know the way into a woman's heart. Lang Z says, the passage of time is but a fleeting moment, and a lady is young forever. Trying to outdo my auntie Pooh with your fancy smancy sayings. Let's get this over with, so we're clear I'm only interested in giving you my statement. Sure, just as soon as Mr. Prosecutor leaves us be. Mr. Hedgeworth?